All right, good morning, everybody. I see we got some great people in the chat already. Looks like 11 people are in here. Scout and I are here, and got some coffee. So, good morning to all of you. Um, my nose is stuffed up a little bit today, so I may sound a little different. Can somebody let me know if you can hear me okay? Because we had to restart some stuff on this computer. Um, StreamYard, it seems, is really um, loading up our computer with a bunch of data. So um, thank you, Heather. I appreciate that. I see that you can hear me. Okay, great. Well, well, this is great being on here with you guys. I went live on Tuesday, I think it was. Um, yeah, I did a pop-up live on Tuesday. I'd missed y'all, and it was good to see you who were able to make it in. So let's see. We got Rebecca Davis in here. All right. Yeah, touched by yarn and more. I like it, Rebecca. Sounds good. Rebecca's touched by yarn and more. Yeah, sounds good to me. So there's Heather Lynn, of course. And we got Annette from Perth, Australia in the house. Hey, Annette. Hope you're doing well. We got Matt from Grafted Branch Homestead in New Mexico. And there's Jen. Hey, Jen. Good Times Homestead. Jen and Steve. I love it. Tiny Tim Posey. Good morning. Hey, Chuck. Chuck's in here. We got Krubby the Beagle. Hello, Krubby. And people saying hello to one another. Hey, and we also have the Mod Father in here. Good morning, Jesse. Uh, I hope you've been able to get your breakfast from Lisa already. That was great seeing Lisa bringing breakfast the other week. Hey, there's Devin from Our New Land. Good morning, Devin. And or maybe it's Ryan. I don't know. I always say Devin, but maybe it's Ryan today. I'm not sure. Let us know in the chat. Um, all right. Hard to tag on my phone, but good morning, everyone. Yeah, no worries there, Matt. I know you get going to work at this time usually, so um, no worries at all. Hey, Cottonwood Ranch. Good morning. Glad that you're here. And let's see. Oh, Heather Lynn's up to 150. Awesome, Heather. Congratulations. It's always Devin. Ryan never joins lives. Got it. Yep. I always say Devin, but I just wanted to make sure. All right. Hey, good morning, Zany May. Wendy at Willoway Ranch. Good morning. Man, a lot of people are making it in already. This is great. Um, we've had a lot happen in the last week, so it's pretty exciting around here. You may have heard. Are you sleeping, Scout? Scout, do you want some coffee? Scout's out. He's sleeping. Um, hey, no worries, Annie Mae. I understand. Um, that's right. Cottonwood Ranch is Raquel. Good morning, Raquel. I forgot that was you. Remember, it was Rolling with Raquel. So if you guys remember, Raquel is Rolling with Raquel. Now it's Cottonwood Ranch. And AZ Drone Dude. Hey, good morning. Don't think that you've made it into one of our lives before. Maybe one of them, but I don't remember. I think I met you in someone else's live. So it's good to meet you on our live here. And there's lots of great people to connect with in the chat. If you type in AZ like I'm doing now, Nightbot will drop your channel link so others can connect to you and you can connect to them. Of course, we have some great moderators in here, like Jesse at Lazy Days Ahead. He is the mod father. And we also have Chuck and some others in there. Hey, it's Miss Ann Dale. Good morning, Ann. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, I understand, Raquel. No worries at all. Yeah, we just appreciate people being in here and listening. Comment when you can if you like, but I understand how that goes. I'm often doing the same thing, not driving necessarily, but I'm working while I listen. So awesome. Yeah, I thought you'd maybe been in one of the lives, but I couldn't remember. So it's good to have you here for sure. So this week has been a um, it's been an awesome one. I'll kind of give a recap a little bit for those of you who weren't in the pop up live stream on Tuesday, but uh, we've harvested our own meat that we've raised from hatch to harvest. Some quail, and we're working through our process for more of a long-term plan for them. Which this morning I found on Craigslist somebody selling a caging system just like what we have, but just a little bit bigger. So we might be able to more than double our space for our quail, which will be excellent. We considered purchasing a really big system um, in the beginning, but we decided not to because we didn't even know if we would like quail and the upkeep of them and how they taste and their eggs and the whole process. So um, we got a rather small caging system, but we really like it, and looks like somebody's selling one on Craigslist right here in our town. So we'll be able to hopefully pick that one up and have a lot more space to raise the quail. Um, so it's been watching Scout fall asleep sitting up. Uh, all right, yep, lay down so you don't fall over. Um, so it's been good. It was a lot better processing the quail than I thought it would be. I thought it'd be a little bit harder, and it wasn't as hard. Yeah, Matt's at Grafted Branch has been one of my big inspirations for getting started on quail. And we actually were dragging our heels a little bit because we thought we might be moving, but that's not happening, at least not yet. So um, Danielle and I both decided that we might as well get started with the quail. So um, it's been great. Thanks for documenting your journey, Matt, because it really encouraged and inspired us to start our journey with the quail. And we started with 50 hatching eggs from Southwest Game Birds, which are located here in Arizona, and I'd highly recommend them. We've been really happy. Um, One thing we're kind of dealing with now is breeding behavior versus aggression and trying to figure out which is which because there's some males that are um, very excited to get started breeding, and we'll just kind of leave it at that. They can beat up other males and they can beat up females, and so Matt at Grafted Branch, if you have some advice for us, I'll take all the advice I can get. Anybody else who's been raising quail can let me know, but it seems like after about 5 to 7 weeks, um, the male quail start wanting to do their thing, and at 8 weeks, there there was a lot of there's a lot of damage being done to the back of heads of other quail, and I know some of that is supposed to happen, really, but some of it is probably due to the way that we house them, the ratios that we have to house them, and other things. So we're uh, we're just trying to figure it out. Um, so that part of it is interesting to figure out um, the different dynamics and the strategies, and we just don't have any experience yet. So it's you guys probably all know how this goes, where you want to learn something new, you don't have the experience yet, you're leaning on others, you don't even know what to search for on the internet to try to figure it out. But we figured out some stuff just by searching and looking at other people's videos that we've already learned a lot from. But um, there's a lot to learn. So thanks, Matt. Yeah, yeah, it can be frustrating. Yeah, jump in. Yeah, some a lot of times in life, there's only really one way to learn, and that is to just kind of jump in and see what happens and try to make lots of observations and to try different things. And it's sometimes a little bit more frustrating or stressful when you've got um, animals uh, that could suffer if you do the wrong thing. So that's kind of where we're at. We have a couple males, actually two males and one female that are separated currently, um, isolated into their own kind of like solitary confinement, sort of, while we try to figure out what to do. And we've heard about separating them and then reintroducing them. There's all kinds of dynamics. Those of you who have chickens know how it goes, or any kind of flock birds. There's a pecking order, and it has to be established, and you have to let them do it. However, there can be some stuff that happens where you have damaged or even dead birds. So um, here we go. Matt's helping me out right here on the live. Thanks, Matt. If it gets real bad, I'll pull them all out, put them in a dark box, spray diluted solution of vinegar in their cage, as well as on them. A little bit confuses them and stops them sometimes. Yeah, I actually heard about um, that in different suggestions about the diluted vinegar in the cage to kind of get rid of their scent, I guess, in there. Um, So there's a few things I need to try. I've also heard that even 45 minutes to an hour of just pulling the birds out and putting them, like somebody was talking about, I think it was slightly, Chris at Slightly Rednecked was talking about taking them out for 45 minutes to an hour if you're going to introduce some new birds to that covey or small grouping of quail. And putting them in a dark box is a good idea, and then the vinegar in their cage. Yeah, thanks, Matt. Um, we just have to try some things because some males are way more aggressive than the others, and they're just yeah, um, they're being very aggressive towards every other quail that's in their cage. So yeah, we got to try different ratios and try reintroducing and try the vinegar and all kinds of stuff. So yeah, I've heard about that. Very diluted. Yeah, I got it. Got it. Thank you. Quail timeout. That's right, Jen. Yep. Yeah, we need extra cages. It's something that we knew about in the beginning, and we only have 18 of them, I guess now. I think that's what we have because we ate three. You might have seen it in the thumbnail. We grilled up three of them, and my goodness, quail are good eating for sure. Devin says, learning new things are what it's all about. I'm learning canning, solar, rainwater harvesting, etc. I love the research and hands-on trial and error. Yeah, exactly. We love it too. It's addicting really to just learn stuff that for the rest of your life you're gonna be using. and producing your own food and living more sustainably and being a better steward of what you've been put in charge of managing for that time of life. I mean, it's pretty addicting, and there's so much that you can learn and try and improve. So totally agree, Devin. Um, all right, Zanny Mae's back. All right, thanks for coming back, Zanny Mae, and thanks for letting us know you're back. Definitely found certain groups and couples and what not work better than others. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, learning skills rocks for sure. Um, One of the things that we did, so we weighed every quail that we had. Looks pretty consistent. 15 people are still in here. So thanks for being in here. I know that this can be kind of boring if you have no intention to breed quail at all. However, I think it's something that anybody could do, whether you live in an apartment or, I mean, you'd have to be able to have birds in your place. But a lot of landlords are okay if you have like a parakeet or something. So I don't see how quail would be much different unless they put a cap on how many birds that you had. But even then, I mean, you could have one male and one female, and it'd probably work out. There might be you might have to have a spot to separate them for a time or something. But anyway, I think it's something just about anybody could do. And I've always said, as soon as we got chickens, I said, man, I think everybody in the world should have at least 3 chickens. They're super easy and they provide eggs for you every single day almost. And you can feed them weeds. They love weeds and seeds and stuff that we eat, right? And they're kind of like pigs with feathers. So um, I've always thought everybody should have a few chickens. Um, but quail are even easier than chickens, and they can be in a smaller space, and you don't need a big yard, and they eat less, they're mature faster, um, they get up to weight faster, they're quieter. Um, I don't know. Some people say that they really stink and that they're messy and stuff, but I think if you have the right setup, they're not very messy. They don't stink very bad. We have a fan on ours, and your local shire doesn't allow chickens, etc. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Annette. Yeah, I know how it is here. In our area, we're not allowed to have a rooster, a chicken rooster, because it's loud and it is a nuisance, and um, that's that's what our local ordinance is. So, um, hey, thanks, Chef. I appreciate that. Good morning to you. Learning how to preserve what we grow. Yeah, we're trying to learn that too. I'm going to be making pickled quail eggs. I'm going to be boiling them. I found some good recipes for that. So we're going to try that. And Yeah, thanks, Jen. I appreciate that. Uh, um, I don't think you can call that a shire. No, I think a shire is like a county. Is that right? Am I right? And that I look it up. Um, See, if you move to Australia, Jen, you could live in the Shire of Victoria Plains, or the Shire of York, or the Shire of Harvey. Um, Shire is the most common word in Australia for rural local government areas. So, yeah, kind of like a county. Um, yeah, no rooster allowed there either. Oh man, even though the gas station can play loud music at night, you can't have a rooster. Um, that was one of the things that really limited us and caused us to um, want to go to quail. Actually, was that we couldn't produce our own fertile chicken eggs. We couldn't breed chickens here because we can't have a rooster. I guess we could temporarily take our hens on a date outside of our area, but that's a lot of work and not really, like find a stud rooster out there. But yeah, not really interested in doing that. We could also buy hatching eggs, but we wanted to be sustainable. We wanted to be able to perpetuate, um, um, making more birds. So sorry, did I strike a nerve, Matt? um, Hey, good morning, shouting at clouds. I see you're in here. I don't know if you've been here before, so let us know where you're from and if there's a name or alias you'd like to go by, other than shouting at clouds. And I see, yeah, the government wants to do all kinds of stuff. So we could talk about that all day, but we're not going to be getting into what the government wants to do or not do, except for we just talked about having roosters and chickens. So yeah, anyway, I didn't mean to get off on that, but uh yeah, onward and upward. Hey, Sweet Pea, glad that you're here. Deborah, hey Deborah. Um, Deborah left a very kind comment yesterday, so thanks for that, Deborah. I appreciate that, and it made me smile yesterday. Um, so, oh, you want to live in the Shire with the hobbits? Well, I understand that, Jen. My boys, so we've got one who's just finished his or is finishing his freshman year, and one who's finishing seventh grade now. We homeschool both of them, and our seventh grader. Um, so we didn't let them watch the movies based off of Tolkien's um, novels until they read the books. And so they um, both read all the Lord of the Rings stuff. So they watched those movies, and then they said, "Well, there's a three-part Hobbit movie. We got to read The Hobbit." So my oldest read The Hobbit for school, and then my youngest said, "Well, I want to read The Hobbit right away, so we can watch the Hobbit movie. We can buy it and have it at our house and watch it whenever we want." So they, um, he just finished that last week. So the Hobbit movie is now at our house, and we watched that as a family this past weekend. Um, and then we ate some quail, and it was a very good weekend. We had a great time. And on Monday we did a big bike ride, my two boys and I, and um, it was great. Devin's using the AZ command. When you type in AZ Nightbot, I've got a command set up so that Nightbot will automatically drop your channel link in the live chat. So if you'd like other people to connect to your channel and subscribe to your channel, go ahead and type AZ like Devin at Our New Land did, and then you'll have your channel link dropped so other people can connect to you and we can grow one another's channels and grow our community because that's one of our priorities here. All right, let's see here. Matt says, "Have you seen egg prices and availability lately?" Me either. Had just had outside. Um, I just looked this morning for quail on Craigslist, and I'm finding that people are selling quail eggs for $3 to $4 a dozen on average, it seems like. And then they're selling live quail for, I wonder if I still have it up. Let's see. Let's check the old phone. No, I don't have it up still. And I'm not going to go and search for it again. I think it was $2 for hatchlings less than a week, $3 to $4 for week old birds, and then kind of like $1 a week more until you got to breeding age, and then I think they're selling breeding age birds for $8 to $10 for a female and $6 to $8 for a male. So um, that's what I've been seeing lately, Matt. For quail, I don't know if you're talking about chickens too. Um, Chicken eggs, people are spending a lot of money on chicken eggs lately. Yeah, I I think what you're getting at is that you've got plenty of eggs and you don't have to shop for them, which is a great feeling, and we're right there with you. We actually got rid of 4 of our laying hens because we have um, 6 juvenile hens that are grown up that haven't started laying yet, so we introduced them to the flock, and you may have heard them squawking and chasing each other around the chicken run, in our video that we put up yesterday. Um, that was our May 2022 vegetable garden tour video where I showed you all what we're growing right now and how it's going. And the garden's amazing right now. We got some pests here on the property, but it's not too bad. The worst part is ants getting in the house right now. So you caved, huh, Jen? Yeah, I understand that. Yep. There's some movies that we let them watch before they read the book. It's $10 for a dozen eggs in Perth, Australia. Wow. Um, I know a dollar in Australia doesn't go as far as a dollar in the U.S., but it's getting closer lately. Um, all right, so some people are saying hello to one another. We got Heather using the AZ command. Wow, the chat just jumped. Yeah, that is ridiculous. Yeah, you know why though? It's because if you're not allowed to have chickens in an urban area there, whoa, Scout, you're moving the whole table, man. Hey, come on, come here. He decided to go underneath the table and lean against the legs. So sorry if for making you seasick over here. Yeah, thanks, Deborah. I appreciate the comments. It is a beautiful garden, and it took a while to get there. Um, the first year, I don't think I started taking videos of the garden really the first year, but if you look way back and look at our chickens, when we very first got the chickens, we were putting the chicken tractor in the garden before it really got going. And I think we have some footage of the first plants that we planted in the garden, and the fertility wasn't there, and um, we tried really hard to get a head start on it. But organic gardening, it's not, the nutrients aren't available to the plants right away. Usually, I mean, you can get some liquid fertilizers and stuff, and there's some stuff that can work to get the fertility up, but it's a long game. It's not a short game doing organic gardening. But I'll tell you what, it's really worth it. Yeah, we do have ants over here. We don't use ant spray or even ant bait here, but we do use a lot of diatomaceous earth. That really doesn't um, thwart the ants too much, but it does stop their trails from going different places. It just kind of is a barrier, but it's not real great for ants, to be honest. Diatomaceous earth is great for a lot of stuff, but it's not great for ants. Um, we've tried peppermint oil soap, and that seems to also it does kill them, but it doesn't do a whole ton. But at least we don't have a bunch of poison floating around in there, um, and it's not getting into our food. It's not draining down the hillside into our garden and our fruit trees and chickens and stuff. So yeah, I wish you were able to have chickens too. And that, um, I don't know if there's a way to have quail there, but they're pretty quiet. The roosters can get loud, especially if they're off on their own, away from the hens, and they know that the hens are nearby. Um, I suppose if you kept them in separate sheds or something, where they're far enough apart, then maybe you wouldn't hear the males as much. But I don't know. I'm brand new, brand new. But I do know that we like the taste of quail. It's really good, guys. We were eating the quail, and I put a picture of. I just took a quick picture of the three quail that we harvested on the grill, and we spatchcocked them. So you cut the vertebrae out, and then you flatten them. You kind of have to break the breastbone and try to flatten them. We don't have like a burger press or anything like that, so I just kind of use a spatula to kind of keep them down until they seared on one side and then the other. But cook the whole bird that way, and it worked out pretty well. Um, just cook it like any other poultry, like a small chicken, and we marinated them a little bit in like oil and vinegar and some garlic powder and some salt. That was it, and just let them kind of marinate for a couple days. And I don't know if other people are in here that have meat birds or quail, but um, from the channels that we watch that have raised meat birds, they say don't eat them on the day that you harvest them because the muscles haven't relaxed yet, I guess. So they'll taste the same, but the texture will be really rubbery. And so we let them sit in the fridge for a couple days and then ate them, and they were super tender, like really, really good. Real fine fibers on the meat. My son, he really doesn't like when chicken's dry. He just can't eat it. I don't know if some of you have kids like that, or maybe you remember being a kid thinking, "Man, this chicken is like a big ball of fiber in my mouth that's super dry." Um, but he said they're not dry. The fibers are thin on the muscle, and it's really good. We all like the flavor. The flavor to us tasted kind of like between a chicken and a turkey, and then there's like a hint of like a swordfish over a wood-fired grill or something like that. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's really good flavor. Actually, had better flavor than chicken for sure. It was good. So we'll be talking more about quail. So I hope that doesn't bore you too much. But we'll also be talking about our garden and kind of what we're planning for the future to be more sustainable here and keep all the food production going. Hey, Rocky Mountain Life Prospecting. Good morning. Yeah. Howdy to you. I know you've been in here before, but I don't think we've seen you for a few weeks, so it's good to have you in here. Hope everything's well in the high altitude of Colorado. Um, Matt at Grafter Branch says, I've been making my own fertilizers with bananas, wood ash, and worm tea. Yeah, Danielle, I needed to get a clip of it, but I didn't get it in time. She was putting in tomatoes and was putting in eggshells and bananas and I don't know what else, but she put that in the hole before she put the tomato start in the hole. I don't know what YouTube channel she found that out from, but um, it's pretty cool. It I don't think she's tried that before. Maybe she did it last year. I don't know. We talked a whole bunch last night. We actually had a date night, but we didn't talk much about the garden. We talked a lot about the quail. There's my bearded brother. What's up, bearded eagle? Hope you're doing well. Yeah. Thanks for sending the love from North Carolina. I appreciate the comment about the beard. It's starting to get back to the size it was. I don't think we met you back when my beard was really long. I didn't meet most of you when my beard was really long, but it was, it was way down to here. Well, you can't see it with a comment in there. Way down to here. So it was just a lot longer, but I cut it off after the 20th anniversary of 9/11 when I realized that whose shirt did I see? Whiskey Tango Farms. They do quail stuff, and he had it on a shirt that said "Make America 9/12 again." Like the day after 9/11, a lot of Americans came together and weren't so petty about their differences. And I was thinking about that. So anyway, let's see. I'm way behind on the comments here. Sweet Pea Sid's inspiration says I was finally able to convince my husband why we need chickens. Nice. That's huge. That's awesome. I love to hear that. Chickens weren't nearly as bad as I thought that they would be. They're pretty easy. Um, uh, Raking out the run every week is a good idea, and cleaning out the coop every week is also a great idea. Don't want to let those that manure pile up, and flies can be a thing. So stay on it. But otherwise, and chickens, they're like pigs with feathers. They'll eat whatever you throw out there, and um, eat a lot of scraps. And chicken feed's easy, and water's easy, and they're very hardy. So cold, heat, chickens are great. I love having chickens. Um, Make my own fertilizers with bananas. Oh, I already read that comment. Um, nope, you can't have quail either in Perth, Australia. Trying to convince hubby to downsize to the country. Yeah, I understand that, and that against council bylaws in a suburban environment. Yeah, just like we can't have a rooster. Hey, there's Scott from Rambling with the Brooms. If you guys haven't connected with Scott yet, please do. Scott, if you're still here, type AZ so others can connect with you. Um, and Scott has a live stream coming up later today called Procrastination Thursday. So join us over there on Scott's live stream. Be a lot of us that you see in here over there, and yeah, Scott's up there in Ottawa, Canada, and he's got a lot of great stuff going on. So go check out Scott. For fertilizer, I use compost cow pies, chicken poop around fruit trees, banana plants, duck bedding in the garden. 2 duck ponds as compost tea for the garden. Nice, Sandy May. That sounds like you've got plenty to use there. Hey, there's Tim. Good morning, Tim. Haven't seen you in a little while. Hope everything's well with you and Trinity over there at the Blue Collar Homestead. Another great small homestead, but man, are they doing a lot. Probably why I haven't seen them lately. They're probably knee deep in homestead work on the property. Um, so let's see here. I see Chris and Larry, our neighbors. Good morning, Chris and Larry. I was talking about the quail and um, aggression and breeding behavior and ratios and all that kind of stuff. So I might reach out to you, Chris, and talk to you directly. I've got your phone number, and obviously I could connect to you on other social media, direct messages, and stuff like that. So I'll probably be doing that if you don't mind, because um, I have some questions for you. It's great. I think we're gonna expand our um, quail caging this week, and that should help out a lot because we don't have that many males and females, and we've got some long-term plans for breeding projects, and we want to house all of the quail that we currently have, but we also want to cull and make sure we're not keeping aggressive and got one odd hen. Anyway, I can talk to you about that later. But um, well, I guess it's worth mentioning. So we have one hen who had her feet. She had sores on her feet, and we put blue coat on there. Does anybody know what blue coat is? If you know what blue coat is, type it in the chat. But we put blue coat on her feet when we weighed her, and we're inspecting all the quail and putting them into breeding groups, coveys, and so we put her in with 2 other hens and uh, quail rooster, and she started pecking at their skin around the beak. The lores is what they're called, and they were all bleeding, all of them but her. And then we watched, and she was eating the blood that she was getting out of each of them, and we're thinking, oh man, she got a taste for blood. I don't know. So anyway, got some questions for you, Chris. Bearded eagle, yeah, it will grow back, and it has. I shaved all the way back to. I used a number one or number two trimmer, but now I'm back to using scissors, which is good. Did you know that Andale was in North Carolina too? Bearded eagle. Probably missed all these comments. Yeah, here we go. See, outside of Greenville, close to Backlash and Coastal Water. Um, Annette says, I'm super excited to get some summer crop seeds started in the greenhouse. We're having cold nights here as is the start of winter. Yeah, it's starting to heat up over here, Annette. But I know it's starting to really cool down over there, I'm sure. Well, at least you got a greenhouse. Maybe you can't have chickens or quail, but you can have a greenhouse. We don't have a greenhouse yet. We'd love to have one. Yeah, WTF to a lot of people means something different. So, so it sounds like Matt might be asking a harsh question, but no, it's called Whiskey Tango Farms, and yeah, they do have a great channel. They're not a large channel. They're probably just a little bit bigger than us, I think. I don't know. They're 1,000 something, I think. Um, all right. Uh, the chat jumped. Hey, I see Shane's in here. Good morning, Shane. Yeah, we got Tasha in here too. Hey, Tasha. Um, Hendrickson Family Farms in here. Good morning. Um, oh man, I'm so far behind on the chat. Thanks for your patience with me, everybody. Um, I'm just gonna have to plow ahead. I think. There's so many comments. Everybody's saying hello, typing AZ. Um, this is what Tim said. Chickens are like piranhas. That's the comment I was trying to get back to. Um, yeah, you think chickens are like piranhas? You should see the quail, especially when they're young. Nothing like chicken chicks. The quail chicks are. I can't believe how fast they eat and they grow. It's like nothing I've ever seen before. I didn't realize birds could even grow that fast. But that's why you don't see, if you've ever seen quail chicks in the wild. That's why you don't see them for very often and for very long. They're adult quail like in just a week or two. Um, all right, Hendrickson Family Farms is saying hit the thumbs up button, you guys. Yeah, I really appreciate that, and I appreciate you saying so. That definitely helps out our channel. And you guys have been helping our channel a lot lately. I don't know all who have been helping us out. Here's one who has for sure. It's Great Farmer Freelance. That's Shane up there in Eastern Canada in Nova. He's a mountain biker, or at least he will be when he gets a bike again. You gotta get that bike, Shane. Um, but anyway, we've enjoyed going on the live streams over on their channel just about every morning. We've been able to make those lately, so at least for a few minutes, and that's been fun connecting with people over there. There's always slightly different people in the live streams, just depending on the time of day or who's connected to that channel, or whatever the reason might be. But it's great connecting to different people here. And Hendrickson Family Farm is typing in the AZ command, get Nightbot to drop their channel link, and that is one of the goals this morning. Everybody is to connect to different channels. So if you think, oh yeah, I'm connected to Hendrickson Family Farm, and I don't need to click on their link, don't do that. Just click on the link and double check. Make sure that you're still connected, because sometimes YouTube will remove that connection, and it breaks up our family. So make sure that we're all connected still. All right, Chris, I appreciate that. I see your comment about just give you a ring. Um, I should have done that this weekend, but man, were we busy. We packed a lot into this weekend, and it was good. It's a good weekend, and we're really excited. Yeah, there we go. Chris knows about Blue Coat. I don't see anybody else typing in Blue Coat, but um, yeah, we always keep it on hand for our chickens, and then we're glad that we had it on hand for the quail. At least for that one weird female that had pecked feet, and I think it was because she pecked her own feet, which is odd. But um, yeah, each foot had a little sore on it, so it's kind of weird, just on the top. So I don't know. Oh, there we go. Tim typed it in there. We use Blue Coat all the time. It works good. It's good to have on hand for sure. There's a few. I should share with you guys what our little first aid kit is for our birds. Um, that'd be fun to do, and then see what we're missing that you guys have, or what we have that you never thought of, or think that we really probably don't need. Um, all right, Heather's got her coffee. Cheers to you, Heather. Enjoy your coffee over there in Massachusetts. Um, oh, you fished with Backlash twice last weekend. I was wondering if you guys would actually get to fish together. Um, my boys are going out for homeschool physical education. PE at our homeschool is going out bike riding, mountain biking with dad on Tuesday nights, and often on the weekends, and going fishing, and sometimes even hunting. We've got an archery 3D target in our backyard, and so we do that as well. But of course, we hardly ever even think about it anymore. Of course, the boys are lugging around 5-gallon buckets of water and feed, um, and dirt, and compost. they're helping out, cleaning up after the dogs in the yard and all kinds of other stuff. So yeah, they'll be fishing on Friday for PE. We're meeting up with another homeschool family that lives actually up by Chris and Larry. They live pretty close to Chris and Larry, and we do something with their family just about every Friday to get outside and do PE. Sometimes the boys will ride bikes together, and sometimes we'll go fishing. Um, yeah, Shane's looking for a bike. If anybody's over there in Nova Scotia that's got a mountain bike for Shane, he's going to be a little bit picky. He's not going to go for a hardtail or a rigid bike, but if you got full suspension, you let Shane know. Maybe if you're even nearby Nova Scotia, go let him know. At Danny Day's Homestead here. Good morning, Danny. New beginnings over there in Cyprus. Welcome in. Oh, we got Cody here. What's up, Cody? Hogdeer79. If I've missed your comment, I'm really sorry, guys. I gotta get down to the bottom here. I'm gonna just no rigid for me though. You guys crazy single speed rigid frames. Yeah, actually, Shane, I'm gonna be putting it up on our mountain bike channel about going to single speed again, because I've had gears on for way too long, and it's time to shed my winter coat, so to speak, and ratchet it up a notch. Get up in the mountains with just one speed. All right, people are saying hello to one another, and hey, we got Julie in here. Rise and shine. Hey, Nick and all. Hope you're well. I have a new job, so I've been on YouTube much. I wondered, Julie. Glad to have you here. Yeah, I really appreciate you being here. Scout is snoring. I apologize for that. A little bit loud, but dude's gotta get his rest. He caught a mouse, not last night, but the night before. when we were checking on our new chickens, the young chickens that are in with the older hens, and he caught it and he couldn't kill it. I was telling all of our family that I think Scout is a lover, not a fighter. He has a good bark and he's a real defender of our property, but he's not a killer. Kata, our cattle dog border collie mix, she she's a killer, y'all. She will just kill those mice immediately. Just crunch, crunch, and then she'll throw it. She'll throw it away, just off on the side. Like, where's the next one? We gotta keep killing those mice and the rats. She is a great dog to have on the property. Scout's good too. Hopefully, he'll learn how to actually kill the mice and not just play with them and let them go. All right, Chris and Larry's talking more about blue coat. I use blue coat on all my critters except the cats, even on myself. Uh, Are you kidding me? You can use you could use, why couldn't you use it on yourself? I guess right. If you get scratched by the fence, you just put blue coat on it, Chris. I'm totally intrigued now. I might need to keep a little bottle of it on in my bike kit when I'm out there in the woods and I get scratched real bad. One day I had to put a big patch on my leg. I got speared by something on a lever on my handlebars when I went over the bars, and I was all alone. I was out there. I probably still had cell phone reception out there, but um, yeah, I had Tegaderm. Anybody use Tegaderm? Um, it's like a synthetic skin kind of. It's like a patch, like a human skin patch. So threw that on my leg and rode out of there, and blood stayed underneath that patch. So it was a good day. But blue coat, I never even thought about using that on myself. Why didn't I? I don't know. That's great, Chris. Man, I'm learning all kinds of stuff from you. Chris and Larry have a great channel, y'all. Or get yourself on over there, and they've got a live stream Mondays. What is it, Chris? 10 a.m. Um, Pacific right now. We're on Mountain Standard Time all year, you guys. That's what we do here in Arizona. So we don't change our time around like all the rest of the world and the silly daylight savings time stuff. But oh, Matt wants a video on the first aid kit. Well, we don't have much, but my dad's a retired veterinarian, so um, yeah, he he's helped us with building up that kit. Um, but there's more stuff I could learn about. So having a vet wrap, which is like that, it's like an ace bandage kind of for animals. It kind of sticks to itself. It can be in all different colors. Ours is in blue. Um, and then athletic tape. Some of those kind of things are just real useful. A little bit of gauze, blue coat, of course. I forget what else we have in there. I think we have some like popsicle sticks for splints and stuff like that. And then I think we might have a pair of tweezers. I don't know what else. I carry tweezers on my Wave Plus multi-tool, which I never made that video. I have all that footage, but I haven't made that video. Anyway, Tim's got to get his day started. I understand that, Tim. Man, the chat just jumped because I'm so far behind. Where? Oh, yeah. So Tim left a while ago. Hey, there's Amanda, Bare Bones Living. Yeah, you should get Berlin out and fishing. If you got time tomorrow, Chris, maybe you should head out with the homeschool PE class and go fishing at. I think they're going to Lynx Lake. So, um, yeah, let me know. Love to have you guys out there. Of course, I'm not going to be out there, so I'm kind of offering it up without even talking to my wife. Dangerous thing to do, but yeah, I think I missed that live too this morning. Danny, it'd be nice to have seen that one. All right, Rebecca's back, and no, You don't need a 12-inch travel bike, Shane. Not for just riding around. I mean, for downhill, if you're going to shuttle everything, then yeah. I know that you rode uphill with the 12-inch travel bike, but that's insane. You guys having 12 inches of travel on a mountain bike is like you could plow over just about anything with that bike. You don't need that. A 5-inch travel bike would be great, well, or even 4-inch. I mean, yeah. But that's coming from a guy who doesn't have any suspension on his frame, just up front. Um, all right, let's see. I'm trying to plow through the comments and get to the bottom here, y'all. Um, well, I'm gonna just invite somebody up here. Oh, here's Julie's comment. Julie says, "Thanks, Nick. Yes, back in teaching after 2 years out of the system. I refuse to teach children in mass power system pushing jib jabs. For now, things are normal in school." Oh, I'm glad to hear that, Julie, and I'm glad to hear that you're holding to what you feel is right. So good job there. Um, Bearded Eagle is saying, "I appreciate everyone in here. I've learned so much about homestaying. Looking forward to putting all the knowledge into practice next season. We just moved to North Carolina from Seattle in August." I didn't know that, Bearded Eagle. That's good to know. I would love to know what you want to put in practice first. Um, so I haven't done any canning yet, and that is something that I saw on. Let's see, it was Tony from Kettle Kitchen, Black's Tropical Homestead, um, Leanne from Mennonite Farmhouse, and Glenda from Grace and Fire. They were all on a live stream yesterday, I believe it was, and it automatically came up after the premiere of our May 2022 garden tour, and I was so ecstatic because it was something I really wanted to watch, and I think we're gonna start doing some canning, and we were getting started, and I was asking them what should I start with first? What's a good thing to start? And uh, I forget who asked. Maybe it was Glenda. I don't think Glenda's in here this morning, but often Glenda makes it in. Um, but wait. Matt, you do canning every other night? Oh man. Well, yeah. Oh, here we go. Bearded Eagle already answered. So, uh, yeah, Jam It Up June. That's right, Jen. That's right. Kettle Kitchen has the Jam It Up June, and yeah, it was a great live, for sure. All right. So Bearded Eagle says, first garden, second chickens, third preservation. Oh man, yeah, doing it right. I tell you what, yeah, get something going in the garden for sure. I would go with that too. I don't know why we haven't done more preservation. We basically have just frozen everything for a long time. Anything that we have this extra, we just freeze it. So I'm hoping to get away from that. In fact, yesterday I told Danielle I want to try to can some chicken soup, or even better yet, some quail soup with vegetables from our own garden. For us to have grown everything that is in that quail soup, basically be chicken soup. But then I learned yesterday you can't can like noodles and rice and other things that absorb liquids, and I was perplexed by that. Why can't why can't you can that stuff? And it's basically that it's going to absorb. The answer I got was that it's going to absorb more of the liquid and mess up the um, the solution basically. So you cook the rice or you cook the noodles uh, right when you're going to be using the soup, and then you mix it all together. So I learned that new yesterday, and there's just so much to learn, right? Yeah, Matt does canning every other night. I'm still in awe of that, Matt. I had no idea. Well, you gotta put up some Yeah, I heard about that back backroad hillbillies, and thanks for joining us. I don't think I said good morning to you yet. Um, yeah, I agree, Amanda. I agree. There it is, Jesse, the mod father, putting it up. The collaboration. Well, maybe I'll have to use that as an excuse to start canning. And Tony was saying start with like some easy stuff like jams or jellies or tomato sauce or something like that. And thought, man, all of those things seem like we should have already started doing, but we haven't got into that yet. So that's our reason for not doing it, which is not great. Um, I need to do it. I pickled some jalapenos and carrots and onions. I made like those spicy carrots and um, peppers and had jalapenos and serrano. Oh man, it was so good. And I really haven't done any things since that for even pickling stuff. So I need to get on it. Speaking of pickling, Julie says, question for y'all. Are pickled eggs okay with 50-50 vinegar and water? How long should they keep? You know what I heard? I heard the recipe was, let's see, almost 2 cups of vinegar. I think it was a cup and a 1 3/4 cups of vinegar to a quarter cup of water, something like that for pickled eggs. Because I was just looking at it yesterday, but I don't know. I've never pickled eggs before, Julie. So somebody else is gonna have to answer that one for you. Yeah, we've got a bunch of jars, Matt. We use them for everything. We use them for drinking glasses and all kinds of stuff. So we probably should get some more because I started using them for um, willow cuttings to get them to root. And Danielle started asking me, "Where's all of our jars?" And we use them for coffee too. We roast our own coffee and we put our coffee in those jars. And we don't vacuum seal them or anything like that. We just screw a lid on and store them up on the shelf until we need to use them. But um, yeah, she was asking where's the jars, and I said, "Oh yeah, they got water in them because I'm rooting out the willow cuttings." And she said, "Could you use something else maybe? Because those jars, we really need those." And she was right. So we stopped doing that. Um, Shelf stable is the way. Yeah, we need to get stuff on the shelves and not in the freezer. The meat is the easiest to can. Danielle's so afraid of canning meat. So what do? You put it in like some type of broth, or you just put it in with just air, nothing else, and you just heat it up. You do a hot water bath, or you do a pressure canner, or what? What do you do, Matt? Man, you're always inspiring me. Um, I don't know why Grafted Branch doesn't have a bigger channel, y'all. You need to keep putting up them videos, Matt. And I don't know why I haven't seen any of your videos unless you haven't been putting them up. Um, 458 subscribers, y'all. Let's get Matt up to 500. Let's get Matt up to 500. Can we do that? Can we get Grafted Branch up to 500 this morning? It's pretty close. It's not too far away. 458. That means 32 people, right? My math right? 42? 42 people. Yep. I heard about that, Jesse. There's a lot of people that do not like to listen to the USDA. When I shared about about the bird flu stuff that I learned, that was our least popular moment. People do not like me talking about what the government is trying to share with us about how to keep your flock safe. So I understand it can be controversial. I understand not trusting the government. But yeah, USDA book of canning. I was kind of skeptical yesterday, like, well, why doesn't the government want me to can noodles and rice? It's just weird. And I realized, oh, it's gonna keep absorbing the water and stuff. Oh my goodness, we got the mod father working on it. Here we go, everybody. Let's get Matt to 500. We gotta go. Gotta go. Struggling in life lately, staying afloat. So not many videos lately. The storm will pass. Yeah, I know the feeling, Matt. I know the feeling very well. Yeah. Well, maybe if we can get you up close, at least close to 500, we can get kind of fire lit underneath you. Get those things done. Hey, there's Janet Homestead. Where you are? Love the channel name. It's it's a good mantra. To just do it. Do whatever you can. Right. If you're in an apartment, homestead there. Grow. You can grow compost just about anywhere. There's rarely any laws against composting, and you can put those in pots, and you can have potted plants. I've never had to sign a lease agreement or a rental contract saying I won't have plants. I've signed them where it says I won't have an aquarium full of water, but I've never had them say you can't grow plants. So you can at least do that. Bearded Eagle got you. All right, for the meat, Matt says, yep, stuff it in a jar, add a little salt, then pressure can for 90 minutes. Goodness. What type of pressure canner do you have? Do you have the, what is it called, All American? We're going to try to get Grafted Branch up to 500 subscribers this morning, everybody. Oh, yeah, we tried to get Janet up there too, right? 461 now. Nice. All right. There's Josh from Skinner Farms. Good morning, Josh. Do you have Grafted Branch Homestead yet? If you guys don't have Matt at Grafted Branch, please go over there and subscribe. It's a great channel. That's one of the main ones that got me interested in doing quail. So you should go check out their channel. They got a small homestead. It's cool to see how efficient you can be with your land by checking out what Matt and his family are doing over there in New Mexico. They're in a very urban spot, but they have lots of birds and garden, and he's always looking to make things to make his life more sustainable. Like one time, he built a battery box that you could use as a battery bank, and you could solar charge it or whatever. And it was all from scratch. It was amazing. And anyway, there's so much inspiration I get from Matt at Grafter Branch Homestead. So um, got to get, yes, that's what we do over here, Deborah. If we need to get somebody up and over 500, Jesse is just going to keep posting it up so that we make sure everybody's subscribed to Matt at Grafted Branch. So Janet over there at Homestead where you are is only 2 away. So we could definitely get Janet up and over that 500 mark. So let me know in the comments if you have Janet Homestead where you are, and if you have Matt at Grafted Branch. If you have them already, this will be easy. Just say, I'm subscribed to Janet, or I'm subscribed to Matt, or both. And if you're not yet, if you can't say that, go over there and subscribe to them. It doesn't cost you anything, but it sure benefits them, and it benefits all of us because then our family is more connected. Janet's at 499. She got to be at 500 by now. I have them both. There we go. Chuck's leading the way. Danny, look, Danny's doing the same thing. I have them both as well. All right. Matt's having his wife sub to Janet. Oh yeah. Janet hit 500. That's what we're all about over here. We got to make sure we get our family members up and over those milestones. Awesome, Chris. I love hearing it. Yep. All right. Heather's saying she's already subscribed. Julie's saying she's subbed to Janet and Matt. Awesome. Awesome. I'm subbed to them, says Hendrickson Family Farm. I'm sorry it's early. I'm already sub, says Tiny Tim Posey. All right. And look, Janet just subscribed to Grafted Branch Homes. Awesome. And subbed to both for a while now. Good, good, good. 501. Awesome, Janet. Yes, you're very welcome. That's one of the things we want to be about here, especially those major milestones. 500 is a major milestone. Now you can post the community tabs. So I like to, when I remember, I like to post to the community tab saying, hey, we're on Nick's live stream on Arizona Highland Homestead. Come join us over there. We want to chat with you in the chat and connect to you. And yeah, that's one of the best things about us getting each other up and over the 500 mark is that we have those community tabs and we can share that with all of our family and everybody can connect to one another. It's pretty simple stuff, but it does take some effort to connect to people and to post up on the community tab saying, hey, Chuck has a live stream going on right now. We're over at Chuck's live stream. Come join us over there. And then more people are connected and the family grows and it's way better. All right, Grafted Branch is at 463. All right. Who's subscribed to Matt? I've seen some people mention it. Deborah, good job. Thank you. I appreciate that. Appreciate you letting me know. We have 20 people in here, and I know 20 people haven't let me know if they're subscribed to Matt at Grafted Branch. So let's get Matt up and over 500. We can at least get him to what, 570. If he's at 463, I know that there's 7 of you in here that probably aren't subscribed to Matt yet. Maybe you are. Maybe everybody's subscribed to Matt already, but I doubt it. Rebecca says she's subscribed to both channels. All right, let's get Matt to 500. Jesse's making it easy for you. Most of the comments right now are Matt's channel link. Grafted Branch Homestead. Let me know if you're subscribed to them. Hey, No Parts Garage is in here this morning. Good morning, No Parts Garage. Are you subscribed to Matt at Grafted Branch Homestead? I'm already on the branch, but I'm too heavy at my brain. Well, Jesse, at least you're grafted in there, right? All right. Shane says he's subscribed to them as well. Awesome. So I've heard from a lot of you, but I haven't heard from all of you. Are you subscribed to Matt over there at Grafted Branch Homestead? Trying to get Matt up to 500 this morning. And maybe we'll have some other live streams from people who are in here right now that will share their channel out on their live stream. So, hey, thanks for doing that, Janet. I appreciate that. Amanda at Barebones Living says she's already grafted too. All right. All right. Chris is subscribed on both channels. Josh at Skinner Farms has Matt at Grafted Branch. Let me see if let me make sure that my channel is subscribed to Matt at Grafted Branch. If you think that you've been subscribed to Matt and you didn't, go check because YouTube often removes our connection to one another. I'm subscribed and I got the notifications on. Matt's at 466 subscribers, 200 videos, and you know what? He just put up a video. Things going on for May 27th, 2022. And I didn't see that. I didn't even see the notification pop up. Some of his videos don't have that many views, guys. So, and he's got some great videos on here. Quail tips and culling video response. I haven't seen that one yet either, and that's the one I need to watch. That's the one I'm looking to find videos like that. So, I should have thought about that and went and looked at Matt's channel. But I was trying to. Last night we were actually looking at a whole bunch of different channels, and we saw Chris at Slightly Rednecked and learned some stuff from him. But should have just went straight to Matt, the inspiration I had for starting up the quail. Um, so let's see who else. Who else is subscribed to Matt at Grafted Branch? Jesse says, we use a Miro pressure canner. Huh. Okay. Miro, huh? Okay, I see that. Well, thanks, Jesse. I gotta try. I gotta try that. It includes 5, 10, and 15 psi pressure controls. All right. Check it out. I'll check it out. I've got almost everyone on in here, says Bearded Eagle. Well, but I will be. Awesome. No Parts Garage. Oh, see, Hendrickson Family Farm said, I just had to resubscribe to Grafter Branch Homestead. Is that the case for others of you? Because I bet it is. I think a lot of these channels that are smaller, they YouTube will drop some of their subscriptions, some of their subscribers. So go make sure you're subscribed to Matt at Grafted Branch Homestead. Hey, LG Homestead, good morning. All right, we're trying to get Matt up to 500. He's currently at 566, I believe. That's what I saw. Sorry, 566, 466. Now he's at 467. So somebody else subscribed. So I'm gonna check my other channel, see if I'm subscribed to Matt at Grafted Branch Homestead. Let's see here. We're saying good morning to Lori at LG. And I have to go up a little bit in the chat to see if to find that link for Grafted Branch Homestead, but you can just type in Grafted Branch Homestead, search for it. Oh, my other channel wasn't subscribed, so Grafted Branch is up to 468 now. Anybody else? Yeah, you bet, Matt. I know the name is pretty awesome. I think it's a really great name, Matt. And Lori thinks so too. So, yeah, Tiny Tim's been in here since the beginning. I think hasn't been chatting the whole time, but yeah, Tiny Tim is just great. Looking for more videos from you, Tiny Tim. Hope you're able to make some more. I know I hadn't seen the other ones that you had put up, and need to make sure I've seen them all. See, anybody else? Does anybody else subscribe to Grafted Branch Homestead? We got this morning. We got Janet up and over 500. That was pretty easy. She was really close. But it's fun to get people up and over those major milestones like 500 and 1,000. Those are huge. And 100. 100 is a big one too. Oh, I know how that goes, Jen, for sure. All right. Well, let's see. Looks like there's 469 now. So can we have one more person subscribe to Grafted Branch Homestead so we can at least get him up to 470? 470. Come on, 470. Anybody else? 470. We get Matt up to 470. All right, Julie. Yeah, it's good to hear you're back to work, and good to have you back in here. It's been a while, so thanks for letting us know. Grafter Branch needs one more for 470. All right, Jen's already subscribed. Hey, no problems there, Amanda. I understand that you're slacking on commenting because you're making bread. That's awesome. All right, Audacity Dawning just subscribed. All right. Yep. Thanks for letting me know, Jesse. No problem. I never thought I'd get to 50. Oh man, come on, Matt. Yeah, just keep posting, man. Keep posting up some videos for us. I know you were doing a bunch of YouTube shorts for a while, and those actually kept coming up on my feed. So just know that I think when you post often, YouTube continues to promote you in front of people that are interested in that and the stuff that you're doing. All right, Janet's up to 503. Yep, I hear you, Janet. Yeah, I know how it goes. Don't worry about it. We'll all be here for you whenever you do post, and yeah, that's what happens. It's good to be consistent. These live streams are what keeps me consistent because I just miss you guys. I miss catching up with people and being on other people's live streams. And we weren't ever even watching live streams or making live streams when back in October. We haven't been doing this for a year, but um, yeah, Audio City Donnie. Yep, that's that's what I called them at first. I called them Audio City Dawning, I think. Yeah, but anyway, there we go. Chris is praying for Janet and her husband, so that's awesome to hear. Um, Danny Days Homestead says, I checked to make sure I'm still hooked. Definitely have him because I was looking at his Rhode Island Reds a few days ago. Nice. Yeah. Um, Danny Days, sounds like you stuck with the name you had. I know you had a poll going on your live stream. Is that going to remain? Is this your channel name from here on out? Danny Days Homestead? Yep. Yeah, stay consistent with that, Janet, because it's good to stay connected, even if you don't put up the the other videos all that often. That's been my problem too. So we're in the same boat. Can't believe he had the audacity to call you Audio City. That is a great comment right there, Danny. I love that one. I love that one. Yeah. Hey, Daniel. Good morning, Daniel. Southwest Tucson. All right. Are you? Do you have a garden or do you have any livestock at all, Daniel? Hope. And how did you find our channel? I would love to know. Um, Candy Watson is in here. Good morning, Candy Watson. Glad that you're here. I'm starting to finally wake up. I've had enough coffee, so. Um, all right. Danny says, yes, I'm just keeping it. Jesse knows I love him and he can adopt me even if I don't change my name. Yep. Uh, yeah, thanks for welcoming in Daniel. And yeah, let us know some more about you, Daniel. Welcome Welcome into the family here. Yep, Chris is one of our neighbors. Chris and Larry Homestead up there, just north of us. Small garden, awesome, awesome. Uh, you're able to grow a lot more stuff for a lot longer in the year, I think, than we are. Or at least maybe you grow more in the winter. But yeah, I would love to hear what you're growing over there. But welcome in. Yeah, we got a great family over here. These people are all amazing supporters of one another. And as Devin at Our New Land just did, if you type in AZ, other people can connect to your channel, subscribe to you. Even if you don't have any videos up, some people will subscribe to you and just wait to see what that small garden looks like. Um, I can't go and see what your channel looks like right now, um, but I will connect with you later on. Um, you can still call me Danny Days Ahead, and I won't mind, Shane. Um, I like Danny Days Homestead. I like it. Danny Days Ahead sounded good too. But yep, all these people are typing in the AZ. Then here's the other command that we set up: weather. So if you just type in weather in your town, like weather Tucson, Daniel, Nightbot will drop the current weather report for your area. So the weather in Chino is 63. The wind's blowing at 3 miles an hour, and it's 23% for humidity. Sounds pretty similar to where we are, just south of there. I need to get some stickers. Um, we decided that we would buy stickers with the first payment we get from Google for our monetization, which shouldn't take too long. It's been really really good. It's like a couple bucks a day are coming in, so pretty good so far for this channel. Um, Look at Jen. Dancing Danny Days Ahead Homestead Turkey Calls and Ranch. Put that on a sticker. That'd be fun to make some custom stickers and send some to Jen. That exactly on there. Yeah. Yep. Sometimes you do have to put the state on there as well. Um, all right. Well, 471 over there at Grafted Branch Homestead. That's awesome. That's really good. Hey, Laura, you sold off your kids? Let's be talking about goats. Buy some plants and plant them soon. Nice. Oh, I didn't get to hear Danny's amazing turkey call. Shoot. Oh, here we go. I missed this comment, so sawing off your kids sounded funny. But I thought I knew what you were talking about, Lori. I started a garden, then my goat had kids. Kids can fit through cattle panels and get out of their pen. Kids like all the plants except tomato and potato. Shoot. And I thought having chickens escape and get into our garden would be bad. Having goat kids in your garden would be devastating. Man, I can only imagine, Lori. Um, hey, there's Gathered Together Homestead. Good morning. Is that Jess or is that Glenn? I think it was Jess yesterday I was talking to in the live stream. And what was it, my premiere? Everything blends together when I'm talking to everybody on the live stream stuff. But you know what? It's about that time, folks. We got about half an hour left before I gotta head out and get some stuff done. But there's a StreamYard link, so if you want to come up on the panel, chat for a bit, then um, that would be great. Let's see the weather for where Tiny Tim is located in Arkansas. Conditions are cloudy. Temperature 70 degrees. Wind blowing north at 6 miles an hour. Humidity is 87%. All that sounds great, except for 87%. I don't know. I know that Chris and Larry have some friends that are over in that area, and it's tempting to move over there because there's actually water there. There's not water here, but the humidity would just kill me. I sweat so much already. I don't know if I could do higher humidity. I'm so spoiled. Um, yeah, Matt, I understand. Um, yeah, good community. Have a purpose-driven day yourself, Matt, and stay strong. Yeah. All right. God bless you, brother. Um, all right. See you, Shane. Thanks for coming in. We're gonna keep going until 8 a.m. here Pacific. So I have some. Candy Watson says I have some friends who are south of Phoenix. They are on fixed income and can't grow. Yeah, I know how that is. I've got a bunch of friends here that are on a fixed income, and they're not growing stuff either. But yeah, it's one of those things. It can be a challenge, but hey there, Chuck, Chris, and Larry, Bearded Eagle, Glenn and Jess. If any of you guys want to come up, the StreamYard link is in there in the chat. Feel free to come on up and chat for a bit. Tiny Tim Posey was on one of my live streams. He came up on panel for just a few moments. That was great having him up here. Any of you want to come up? Go ahead. Oh, due to the soil, they can't grow. Yeah, that's why I'm really harsh when it comes to not producing compost. If you're not producing compost right now, what are you doing? I don't get it. Compost is the easiest thing ever. It's super easy. Hey, Jen's here. Good morning, Jen.
Good morning. I didn't want to leave you hanging because I don't want anybody to leave me hanging when I finally do a live. So
yeah. I appreciate you being on here.
I got nothing. I'm just here.
How's your homestead? What's growing over there?
Okay. The walking onions are walking, so that's exciting.
Are they walking in your property or off your property?
Okay, so they just got the little bulbs on top.
Yep.
And then I just have to keep them alive. I only got one plant at the farmer's market. I got to keep it alive enough to get those and then plant more and then
yep.
Keep them on the property. The other thing I'm growing, I found some lamb's quarter wild on the property, so I transplanted that into a pot so I could keep it near the house.
Oh, nice.
What else do we got? Not much. We just moved in, still unpacking.
Yeah.
Just got a rototiller. So
nice.
Super late, but that's okay. It's going to be fun to tear up the ground. And we're making oatmeal, and we're having sneaky kids trying to get on.
Yep.
Go get that. And we got another one down here trying to.
Nice.
And then the girl, she's outside. Surprise, surprise.
With the chickens, I bet.
Probably in the mud with the chickens.
Yep.
Barefoot. She loves it. So.
Yeah. How many chickens do you have, Jen?
We have 12 still.
Okay.
Woohoo!
Yep. Nice.
Started 12, still have 12. And then we got 10 more coming in July with 25 guineas.
Awesome.
Why are we getting 25 guineas?
Why are we getting 25 guineas? He says. It's because of the ticks.
Yeah.
6 acres of ticks. So, yeah.
Have you had many ticks, embed in your skin since you've been there?
Yes. Oh, yes. It's tons of fun.
How often has that happened?
Well, because being from California, we're not used to spraying every day.
Yeah.
Your pants and your shoes and your legs and your head and your neck and everything. And so, not every day.
Yeah.
Not every day, but often. But yeah. So.
Yeah. Well, I still have a scar on which arm? This arm. I found a tick went under my sweatshirt one day, and I did a whole tick check and everything, and didn't see them until I took a shower that night, and
Yep.
it's right in the joint there. Yeah, and still have the scar, but yeah, I don't like ticks. In Arizona, we don't have ticks, so I'm pretty thankful for that. But we also don't have any water, so you need water to survive. And yeah, having a few ticks doesn't sound that bad, but yeah,
Yeah.
no thanks.
Hello, Mr. Tech Man. You don't have to record it because we can watch it later on YouTube.
I'm recording it.
He's recording.
Bye. Yeah, I think those guineas should. I mean, 25. You said?
Yeah,
that should help.
I hope so.
Yeah.
And we keep it real short. Keep the grass real short around the house.
Yep.
And yeah.
Well, and you're going to till some of that grass up too, right? So the ticks will have less spots to hide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we're surrounded by forest. I mean, we're in the middle of the forest, so there's not much we can do, but we're doing it all.
Yep. Well, hopefully you'll get those ticks under control with the guineas, and then life will be good.
Yeah. Life is good. Good times.
Good times. I've heard it's good times over there.
It is good times. It's all good times. Good times. The bad times are good times.
Yeah. Yeah.
We learn.
Awesome. Do you I forget what your chicken setup is like. Do you just have a coop and a run, or do you put your chickens out on the grass? What do you do?
Okay, so they're only like 6 weeks old.
Uh-huh.
And so we've been letting them out freedomly, but we stay out there and then we shoosh them back in.
Yeah.
We just give them, like an hour or two.
Yeah.
But they have a coop. It's the chick corral.
Chick corral. There's your chicken expert right there, right?
There's my chicken girl.
Yeah.
You love the chickens?
We love our chickens. When we first got them, they would perch up behind our shoulders and up on our neck, and they'd fall asleep up there. Do they do that with you guys too?
Oh yeah, the kids. They're always River, the one that was just here. He's always putting them on his shoulder, and
yeah,
she's always carrying them around. They love the kids.
Yeah. Yeah, chickens are fun. We enjoy our chickens, and we have 11 right now, I believe. We have 6 that are real young. They're maybe a little bit older than yours, but we're mixing them in with the older chickens that are 1 year and 2 years old. We have let's see, we got 5 of them, and I'm trying to think of what their ages are. We've got I think we only have one that's 1 year old, and I think the rest of them are 1.5 or 2 years old. But it's fun.
When the ones are the same as yours, actually. I need to go back and look. They might be a couple months old.
Yeah, I forget now too.
April, May, June. Well, they live outside. That's the point.
Yeah. Yep. I think we got ours in the end of March, maybe. I can't remember. But yeah, it's fun when they start laying eggs. I'll tell you what, it's great.
Cool. All right, we got to go eat some oatmeal because it's ready.
All right. Well, thanks for coming on, Jen.
Bye.
Bye. Have fun with the chickens. See ya. All right. Well, that was Jen. They're having good times on the Good Times Homestead. Yeah, Chuck, I laughed real hard too. I got nothing. I'm just here. That was awesome. Well, I sure appreciate Jen coming on. I made a fluffy butt hut sign for my sister. Oh, I love it. I thought I just saw a tick on the girl. It's just a spot on my screen. Now I'm paranoid. Yeah, I take it for granted that we don't have ticks here. It's pretty awesome, I must say. We do have lots of snakes and other venomous things here in Arizona, but don't have ticks. Audacity Dawning says, I had 8 guineas, let them loose on the ticks. All but one disappeared. Nice. Yeah, that's some people have guineas here, but not too many because they don't have ticks, and I think that's why a lot of people get them. All right. Well, the StreamYard link's up there. I could share it again if anybody would like to come up. I'm sure other people would like to see it and see what you're up to. See who our family members are who are here today. So there it is. Feel free to come on up like Jen did. Don't have guineas, but we have plenty of ticks. Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, I bet none of you have as many ticks as they did down in Costa Rica. When I was down there, I was helping out for a wildlife tracking project down there, and we would, it was a nocturnal species, and we were going out into the jungle at, it was 10 o'clock at night, 10 to 2, I think is the hours that we worked out there volunteering. And every so often we brush up against some tree, some branch, and we'd constantly be taking the light and looking at our arms. And uh, I looked at mine and just kept moving on. And the guy who was next to me, who had been there for a little bit longer than I had, he said, "Hey, you got ticks all over you." I said, "No, I don't. I just looked." And he said, "No, you do. Look at your arm." I looked, and and I said, "It doesn't look like I have any ticks on me." Now I was expecting them to be, good size, like we have in uh, in the U.S. And he said, "No, look closely." I looked closer at my arm, and the whole thing was just moving. It was covered in these super, super small ticks. And so, how do you get them off? You try to brush them off, but you really can't get even the majority of them off. So, get out a roll of duct tape, and you just get them all, go to a new piece, and just stick them all to the duct tape. So, ooh, the tiny little red ones. No thanks. I'll take all the I'll take all the venomous snakes we have over here in Arizona. Although, like I said, we don't have much water, and we'll probably end up having that be a problem at some point. I forgot to ask you about the lamb's quarter, Jen. Um, I assume that you're not eating it with your oatmeal this morning, but I don't know much about it. Um, just looking it up here on this other tab. You can eat. It sounds like you can eat all of it. Oh, the seeds though shouldn't be consumed in excess because there's some mild toxins in there, I guess. Small quantities are recommended raw. You can remove the acid in it, the oxalic acid, by cooking it. Salads can be added to smoothies and juices. You can steam it. It can be added to soups, sautés. Drying it is one way to add it to your meals. Huh. Well, that's cool. I don't know if we have lamb's quarters over here. Anyway, I wanted to learn something new, so I did. It's like spinach. Okay, I'll be looking for that video. Oh yeah, Doug and Stacy. We watched them, but I don't remember seeing that. It's funny because sometimes you'll see a video pop up from somebody that you really like to watch, and you go, "Lamb's quarters. I've never even heard of such a thing. I'm not interested in watching that." Or you're busy and you want to watch something else, like you're trying to figure out your quail aggression thing, and Yeah, well, you don't have to worry about ticks, Chris. I mean, I don't think we have any ticks here. At least we don't have much. I think that's uh yeah, like Lyme disease. I don't even think it's a thing here. But we got mosquitoes. I'll tell you what. I got mosquito bites. My goodness, we got a celebrity in the house, y'all. Get ready for Danny Days.
Celebrity. You're so
Danny
funny.
Days. Danny Days ahead. Homestead turkey call, girl. I don't know what's the turkey call. Can
I
you?
should have known that was going to be the first thing you said.
I didn't get to see it. I mean, of course, I'm gonna want to know about the turkey call.
I blame Bearded Eagle for this. He's the one that came up with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How
So,
did it come up?
I don't know. I think, I mean, I told on myself that I used to go with my stepdad and he would bring me along just for my turkey call. You know, he'd be like, be quiet, you gotta be quiet. Okay, do that thing you do. So but oh, thank you, Bearded Eagle. He said two beautiful humans on panel. I think he thinks you're prettier, Nick.
There must be somebody in the background on your screen, Danny, because you can't be talking about me. Or maybe he's talking about just my beard. Maybe my beard alone is.
No, your beard is definitely not your best attribute, I wouldn't say.
See,
But I would consider you a beautiful human.
that's where you
Okay.
and my Danielle differ for sure. I think we talked about this before. Like I shaved one time since we've been married, and she said, "Don't ever do that again." So
Well, I don't know because I haven't seen you with a shaved face, so I wouldn't be able to, I
I
mean,
look, yeah, I look
sometimes
like I'm
you
maybe
can
11 or
prefer.
12 years old when I shave off.
Bless it. Nothing's wrong with a baby face. You'll be glad you had a
Mhm.
baby face in about 40 years.
Uh, well, I'll probably either look like Jesse, with like a white beard, and that's what I'm hoping for. I can't wait
Hey,
for that day.
nothing's wrong with what Jesse looks like.
Jesse looks good, that's for sure.
He's an
So
all right fella.
yeah, I noticed that you're trying to get away from this turkey call thing. So Chuck's saying turkey call, turkey call, turkey call, and so is Jen. Yep, turkey call.
Okay.
Bearded Eagle says yes.
Oh my goodness. I was just
Devin
gonna
says
talk about how
let's
many
hear
ticks
it.
we have. I mean, okay, here we go. This is so weird. I hate being put on the spot like this. Okay. And just for the record, my old man says I sound more like a goose.
Well, you can turn off your camera if you want, and then there's less pressure.
Okay, sounds good.
Oh my
Thanks for
goodness, I've got 10 turkeys outside my window now, Danny.
that.
That was really good.
Thank you. I'm clipping it. He says, no, don't do that. I'm so glad I turned my camera off.
Yep. Well, thank you for doing that. You made a lot of people very happy.
Well, I hope I did it justice. Gobble gobble, Chuck says.
That sounded pretty good to me. I've heard many a turkey. Yep, that was pretty good. Good morning, Kevin Fishes. Glad that you made it in here. So, what are you up to today, Danny?
Well, I've just done my thing. I do my rounds, after I take out the dogs and feed everybody and all the things and take out the scraps to the chickens, which I feed, but I just take out, like, I call it treats for them when I give them,
Yeah.
scraps. But,
What's your chicken's favorite scraps that you have? Favorite treats?
I don't know. They really like raisin bread. And let's
Do they
see.
peck the raisins out first?
They like fruit too, like a lot of fruit. Um I don't know. I don't know that they no, they eat it too fast for me to be able to tell what they like best about it. They like it though. They fight over it, and there's only 4 of them, so I'm like, "Simmer down now. There's plenty to go around," you know?
Look what happened to Amanda. She had no idea what was happening, and then she started hearing your turkey call all of a sudden. That's awesome. Yeah, our
What's in my
chickens
house?
our chickens love, well, of course they love bread, but,
Yeah.
like watermelon rinds, those are some of their favorites, and, but I think their very favorite is, like, sweet potato skins. Like,
Oh,
they
man.
love getting the last bit of scraps off the sweet potatoes, so, um, yeah, it's fun. We feed our chickens scraps all the time. In fact, I'll give, my Danielle a hard time about, uh, what she feeds the chickens because sometimes it's really good food that's not bad or anything. She just wants her chickens to have, like, real good treats, and
Yeah.
so
You don't
sound
have to
like
worry about that out of this, Danielle. If there's real good food in there, I'm gonna eat it.
Yep. Well, a lot of times she has extra whatever it is, lettuce or something, and she's like, "Yeah,
Right.
there's some that's real good in there, but there's some that's wilted and slimy and stuff." So she just kind of throws the whole thing to them, and like, man,
And
there's a lot of good stuff in there.
Jesse was right. They do like bok choy.
Yep,
He said chickens
they
love bok choy, and I ended
they
up
do.
with like a plethora of bok choy, like more than I could really handle, and some of it had went to seed and everything. So
Yeah,
since I had some that, and I was looking it up, I Google everything. That's how I learn.
yep,
And so if I can't learn it from YouTube, then I'll look it up on Google. But,
yeah,
so I learned that the bok choy is better to, pick when it's baby, like, when it's real small because of the texture and the hardiness of it. Like, it's just better when you pick it young. And so I had let mine go, like, so long that it was starting to go to seed, and I was like, "Well, I don't know about this." And so I went on and well, I had plenty more of it anyway. But it's against my nature to waste anything. But I went ahead and I pulled that up because I want to plant more lettuce there where it was. It's just a little row of bok choy, and I had another row of it on down in the bed. So I just pulled that up and I gave it to the chickens, and they tore it up. They
yeah.
really liked it. So I was like, well, I'm glad somebody got use out of it.
So do you typically use a lot of bok choy, like, in your weekly dishes that you make and
No,
stuff?
I've never had it before. That's why I didn't know what I not that I know of. Now, I might have had it in, like, a Chinese egg roll or something and
Yeah,
didn't know it,
yeah,
but because that's where it's used is
right.
in the Asian cuisine type, and I haven't really, mastered what to do with it. Like turnips, I know the turnip greens, I know, I'm gonna take them in, I'm gonna soak them, I'm gonna wash them, I'm gonna boil them up with some bacon. I don't know what to do with bok choy, so
Yeah,
and spinach, same thing. I can eat it fresh or I could fry it up, but I guess it's pretty much like an Asian lettuce type spinach
yeah,
type. So, I guess you would do the same thing as whatever you would do with lettuce or spinach. You can eat it like raw or you can cook it however, but, I'm just not sure about it. That's my downfall though. Like when I'm not sure about something, I'm hesitant because I don't know exactly, you know, how to do it the right way. So I'm trying to get out of that though. I'm trying to, try more new things and learn, but I'm learning a lot, so it's kind of like a sensory overload.
yep. I know the feeling for sure. We haven't grown bok choy, but what our chickens like is the Swiss chard that we have. We can't kill it. We tried to kill it last year, just cut it down to the ground, and it grew back and it grew all winter, and we had so much of it. And it's one of those that's kind of like a spinach or a collard greens or whatever. I don't know, whatever. You can use it all kinds of different ways, but we had so much of it. It's just one of those things, kind of like bok choy. It sounded like for you, like you have so much of it, and it's not something that you want to use in every single dish that you eat. So then the chickens
Right.
get it, and they don't mind at all. They love that Swiss
I
chard.
I need to find out what and Swiss chard is pretty. Like when you
It
grow it,
is, yeah,
it's to me it's pretty. Um, hey Michelle. The kids are getting around doing the chores and stuff. So if that's if you hear a lot of slamming and doing, and that's what they're doing. But what was I gonna say? Oh goodness, maybe another sip of coffee.
Yep. All right, Anne's planning Swiss chard today. Yeah, that rainbow Swiss chard is what we have, where it's like pink and orange and yellow
Yeah.
and all that different colors.
Pretty.
It's pretty.
I can't for the life of me figure out what I was about to say. It's bad like that. Well, you've got to go soon, don't you?
Yeah, a couple more minutes. Yeah.
You're late for work.
Yeah, I've got a lot to do today too. We've had a lot of people quit in my team this last 6 months, so I've got a lot. But
That's no good. It left you on your own, huh?
I've got a few people in our group. Nobody else in Arizona, but that's fine. We don't have an Arizona office anyway, so it's not a big deal. But yeah, we got softball game tonight. My softball team has the game at 8:30 p.m. tonight, so got a late one. So it's going to be a long haul today. But that's kind of how we roll here. We do a lot of things, and we're busy kind of all day, every day, and
well, I'm not gonna lie. Every time I go to water my mint out there, I think of you because you said that one time way back in a live. I think it was my first live. Whenever you said that, because I was telling about what all I started and I had failed at the mint, and you said that you could send me some mint because you have plenty.
Yep.
And then you made that video showing off the mint, and then you mentioned me by name, and I almost had a, like because I was watching it on my TV. I was watching your video, and then you said something about me, and I was like, I almost had a come apart. Like, I was like, he's talking about me. I'm a celebrity.
Yeah, you are a celebrity. I told you. I told you
I
we're
know.
gonna have a celebrity up on our screen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the way it made me feel in the moment. But so now when I'm out there watering my mint, I put in, it was just a little mint like this. I put it in the
What'd you
container,
do?
and now it's like
Where'd
bushing
you get
out.
it? You get it from the grocery store, from like a
I,
garden
I
store, or
I
what?
had got a cutting from somebody who had mint already. They just gave me a cutting of it and pretty much put it in a little pot for me. And so I let it stay in the pot for a little while, and establish a good root system. And then I put it in a bigger pot, a bigger rectangular container. And now it's like bushing out. It's like it's growing. So I'm
Well,
pretty excited
I
about
hope
it.
you put it somewhere that you don't mind it being for a long time, because we can't get rid of it in our garden. We put it in our garden the first year just to let it have some place to put its roots down, and I dug it all up everywhere I possibly could, and I found it deep under the soil, like a foot deep, and not roots, but the new shoots were going a foot deep, and I
Right.
pulled it all out, and I just put
Yeah.
it up in our May garden update video, and it's sprouting up in 2 spots now, so it's hard to get rid of once you get it going. So
Well, because of that, because of what I saw you do, I put mine in a container hoping that it wouldn't, take over like that. And so that's why I put it in a long container
yeah,
so that, it would be able to have room to grow, but not, hopefully it won't grow into the ground and then come up other places.
yeah, just be careful. I guess that's all the advice I have, because it's everywhere here, and I have probably 2 to 3 dozen mint starts now that I've got to get rid of. I either need to sell them off or give them away, or
And
whatever.
what could you do with all that mint? I mean, that's a lot.
Just share it out. The thing
Yeah.
is, I'm kind of like you. I hate wasting stuff, right? And so I've got these
Right.
live plants that I'm weeding, right? I'm weeding them out of our path and out of our garden, trying to take them out. And I'm like, well, I've got something that somebody probably would like to have, so maybe I should just put it in a pot with a little bit of soil and give it to someone. All right, look, I have a taker. Chris and Larry will take our mint. So there we go. I'll bring it.
Make some mini soap.
Yeah, I'll bring it to the farm and ranch meat this weekend if you'll be there, Chris. Yeah, that's what we use it most for, is for tea.
Yeah, you guys live in the same state.
She
That's
lives
cool.
15 minutes away from us. Yeah.
What?
Yeah. We're real close. Yeah, super close. So it's real good. And she's growing quail too. So I don't know. She's going to be like my mentor in a lot of things, which is really cool. We had no idea until just recently.
Well, I would say she's a good mentor to have.
Oh, absolutely.
She's got a index of knowledge.
Well, and she has kids that are older than ours, kids that are grown and gone and all that. And like, man, I can't get enough good advice about, being a parent from somebody who's already been through the different stages, because we got teenagers now, and it's a different thing altogether. Some parts it's way easy, and some parts it's way hard. So, yep.
Well, I'm going to jump off here. I'm trying to convince myself to cut the grass. I should have got up earlier, a lot earlier than I did to cut the grass, but
yeah, you better cut it. You're gonna get ticks like Jen's got.
Yeah, and there's a lot of them here. You have to check yourself daily when you go out. You can't go to the chickens or go to the compost bins and stir it up or nothing without coming back with a tick on you. So, and I
Well,
used to have my chickens free ranging for that purpose, and because
Yeah.
I like them to free range. I like looking out my kitchen window when I'm washing dishes and seeing my chickens run around. But when I saw the massacre, I was like, well, it's not worth me being able to look at them out my kitchen window, I don't guess. So they have to stay up now.
Yeah, I hear you. We have Cooper's hawks that fly around here all the time, right over top of our coop and our run. So we're a little leery of having our chickens out just running around, because we always get distracted and go inside and forget that they're out there, doing their thing. So yeah,
I enjoy cutting the grass too, Jen, but not when it's 90 degrees. So that's why I say I like to get started early so that, by the time I'm wrapping up, I have a lot of grass, and I have a push mower. So I got to do it the old style way, well, I guess not too old style. I'm not out there with what's it called, a scythe, trying to, or
Yeah.
scythe, am I saying it wrong? Okay.
Yep.
Trying to chop it away, but do have a push mower, so it's quite a job whenever I mow the grass. But anywho,
Well,
I'll get off of here.
yeah, I gotta get to work too. But thanks for coming up, Danny. I really appreciate it.
It's good to see you.
Yeah, you too. All right, everybody, we're gonna end this one, but thanks for coming on, and thanks for coming up on panel, Danny. And we'll see y'all in the next one. Bye for now.